Governor, thanks for being with us here on the Hill. Let's start there. You heard Donald Trump say we're winning. You heard Tim essentially say we're losing. Is Donald Trump right?
Donald Trump is going to lose, that's for sure. I will say this, there's incredible energy. We're going to leave it all on the field, so it's a moot point. You know, we got a coach and we got a superstar in Kamala, and man, has it been dynamic for the last 30 days since the President Biden, who we love, stepped out. So, you know, that's all political chatter. I will tell you, we're going to do everything humanly possible to keep Donald Trump from becoming president again.
Is it? I mean, it is chatter, right? But I mean, folks around the country do want to know where things stand. And I didn't necessarily hear you say no there. So I wonder if we take the Harris campaign at face value, that at this point, and granted, Vice President Harris tonight is going to talk about herself, lay out her vision, her future, try to draw contrasts with Donald Trump. And it will be a feel-good moment for Democrats inside the arena. But I wonder if there is something to it. Do you believe that she's the underdog right now?
Well, she's the underdog because she's running against someone who actually served as president before. But Kamala is very likely to win this election, and I will tell you why. There are 65 million women of reproductive age who are pissed that their rights are being taken away from them. There's going to be a female surge, a woman surge. There are two women of reproductive age in my home, a 17-year-old daughter and my wife, who I won't mention her age. Love you, Jamie. But they're all going to support Kamala, or so many that you don't expect. So you're going to see a big surge in a lot of states. Kamala will become president, which is an incredible thing.
Governor, I don't know if you heard me there at the top of the show, but it was fascinating this morning. I woke up and I just wondered purely to myself, what happened when Kamala Harris dropped out in 2019? And so I just Googled it and started reading, and there was that New York Times article, which basically, I wanted to remind myself, it just basically lays out she couldn't manage the campaign and she was changing all over the place on the issues. Joe Biden handed her over a fully functioning operation, and now changing on the issues is a strength for her, and being a prosecutor is a strength for her, but she is sort of all over the place when it comes to those issues. And I just wonder, Governor, what you think at the end of the day matters and what you think sticks.
Well, I can tell you, people are going to vote based on character and who they feel is kind of a sane human being. I was actually and I'll tell you a personal story, I was in the midst of hosting an event for President Biden right as he then made that patriotic decision for the whole country, frankly, to step out and hand it over to Kamala. And we went from a lot of people saying, I'm sorry, Josh, I just can't do it because I feel like it's a lost cause, to all those people I called begging me to give them tickets and get them in there at absolutely top-level support for Kamala. The hunger is impossible to calculate with polls right now, so that is a good thing. Also, we're looking at two very different human beings. And look, I'm a physician. I will tell you that former President Trump has a very difficult personality disorder to put back into the White House, and people feel that. Not his base.
You've never treated him, though, so you don't know that.
No, I will tell you, I do know it. I've never treated him. I'm not his physician. He has a narcissistic personality disorder, and I've watched him for decades. So that's a horrible thing, because that kind of personality doesn't care about human beings. And that's the contrast between Kamala Harris and Mr. Trump. And when Mr. Trump puts policies together, they don't take into consideration people's needs, and that's why women are definitely not going for him.
Let me leave you with this, Governor. It was on this very show, the night of the debate between Donald Trump and Joe Biden, I asked the head of the DNC if there was any chance that on this very night here, Joe Biden wouldn't be standing on that stage right there. And I got laughed at, Governor. I asked the question to the head of the DNC, and he laughed at me right here on this show. Here we are. Joe Biden ain't on that stage tonight. It's Kamala Harris. And I wonder if you are proud of the process that took place.
Well, I'm not laughing at you. I have deep respect for you. This is what always happens. For politicians, if they are maybe not going to be there, they stay until the end because they just keep their options open. And for the President Biden, who I'm personally friends with, family friends with, it was the hardest decision to imagine, even for people on the inside. We did not know until the last couple, hours that he was going to drop out and that it was going to be passed over to Kamala. As process goes, she won on the ticket. She's been the vice president. Everyone knows her now. I know people say they haven't experienced her completely yet. We know Kamala Harris, and you get to make a choice between former President Trump and Kamala Harris. And having a prosecutor against a guy who's gotten himself into hot water is a fascinating thing to watch.
Governor Josh